guys, it's Christine, also known as IvyWinter. Thank you for joining me for another Disney video. Before I get started, how are you guys doing? I feel like things are just rapidly getting stranger and crazier, and I just want to make sure that you guys are doing well. So let me know how you guys are doing, how you guys are holding up, how are you keeping busy in quarantine. Clearly I'm keeping busy by making videos and hopefully making a few quarantine vlogs for you, just because that's kind of our lives right now, and the situation is what it is. You know, we got to do our part to make sure that people stay healthy, but just want to see how you guys are doing. Anyway, today's video was actually a request, and I really like this one. Someone asked me what my most magical moments in each park were, magical memories or things that have just happened in each of the parks. And while I find that, you know, I've had a lot of really great memories in the parks, and so it's a little hard to narrow down to just a couple, I did do some reflecting with this question to think about what I would consider some of the most magical stuff that has happened in each park. So I'm going to share some of mine, but as always, I want to hear yours. What are the most magical things that you have had happen in Disney World? I think we could all use a little bit of magic right now, so I would just love to know, what is it that you experience that really sticks with you? So we'll start with Magic Kingdom. And honestly, it wasn't as much of a single moment as it was a whole day where I got to go on a large trip with a group of friends, and we had an amazing day at Magic Kingdom with all of us. And you know, this included Rob and his girlfriend and some of our close friends, and my friend Keith Lappenig, who is one of the OG Disney YouTubers, and we just had this incredible day at the Magic Kingdom. My favorite thing that came out of that whole day is this picture of all of us taking up an entire Splash Mountain boat. Keith was in the back doing like a 3D video of the whole ride, and then the rest of us were all paired off and just making the funniest faces of terror. Kat's got like her hoodie over her eyes. Rob is with his friend Ed hugging on to each other. My face is like clear fear, as well as my friend Matt's. Like, it was just a boat full of joy. That's what I call this photo, and it is probably my most favorite photo that I've ever taken on a ride, like ever. It's so good. Now, moving on to Epcot, I think my most magical memory I've ever had, and it still is to this day, something that actually happened to me when I was 10. I was there for the 25th anniversary. I also saw the ugly birthday cake castle, which, no, I will not stop knocking on the castle. Somebody left me a comment recently, was like, hey, stop knocking on the birthday castle. I will never stop knocking on the birthday castle. But we were over in Epcot. I'd just gone on a dinner with my family in Japan, and we were never a fireworks family. We would sometimes watch it, but we were the family who preferred to like go on rides during that time or peace out early and like get some sleep. And we walked out of Japan about 5 minutes prior to Illuminations, and we had never seen Illuminations ever. And we were like, you know what, we're just gonna stand here and watch it, whatever. And I will never forget the look on my mother's face when she was watching Illuminations. And as a kid, seeing my mom's eyes light up in a way that you normally attribute to a child was like the most beautiful thing. And she just loved it. She loved the fireworks. She loved the message of Illuminations and the story behind it and the moment where all the countries light up. And it meant so much to her that I feel like it meant more to me because of that. It's kind of a hard thing to describe, but if you get what I'm saying, you get what I'm saying. So that is like burned into my brain. And the fact that we like stumbled upon Illuminations, we had no plans to actually go watch it. And then ever since then, it was always my favorite fireworks show. And that left such an impact on me. And my mom isn't around anymore. She passed 13 years ago, so it meant even more to me after that, which is why I was one of those like people holding on to Illuminations at the end. Definitely the most magical Epcot experience I've ever had, and that's with all the experiences that I've had since. Like, there's nothing that tops that memory for me. Moving on to Hollywood Studios, one of my most magical memories was meeting Chewbacca, okay, and I'm with my friend Keith and one of our other friends, And that was all good and great because meeting Chewbacca is wonderful and he gives the best hugs. But a cast member was so kind to film our interaction with him. I said, you know, I'm vlogging. Can you hold the camera, you know, the handler, while we do this? And she was like, sure. I said, look, it's on, you're good. And afterwards, we're like finishing up our photos with him, and I turn around to get my camera and I realize that like the cast member is kind of playing around with Chewbacca and like zooming up into his face. And when I went back home and edited that footage, it made me, I had like tears in my eyes. It was amazingly funny. So I'll definitely play that for you because it's in one of my old vlogs. But that was one of my favorite memories, was them just doing that and then realizing what they were doing and knowing that I wasn't really going to be able to like get the full impact of that until I came home and edited, and it was so funny. So thank you to Chewbacca and that cast member who made that moment like so great. And then lastly, I have two special memories in Animal Kingdom, both more recent. One was last year when it was pouring rain and I met up with a friend who is a like photographer on Instagram and at Disney. We had a great time. It was the first time we hung out, and like, one, you know when you meet someone for the first time and you're like, cool, I feel like we're like just super chill friends, like, and we've been friends even though this is the first time we're ever meeting. So that was a nice part of the experience. But it started to rain. We did not fear the rain, and so everyone else did, and ran away. And we went on Dinosaur, and it was so empty on our dinosaur ride that it was like the two of us and I think two or three people in a row, a couple behind us. And we came back in, you know, we're yelling all the lines and loving it, and we come back in and they go, you want to go again? And we're like, yeah. So they send us through again. All we had to do is unbuckle and rebuckle seatbelts. They send us through again. We go through the whole thing again. We come to a third time and they go, you want to go again? And we were like, yeah. So we went like 3 times in a row. They were still like happy to have us keep going, but I think after that we were like, okay, we're good. Because there's just no line. There was nobody in the queue. Everybody ran away from the rain. So, and I haven't had an experience like that in a long time. So that was really, really fun. And then my other one was actually my last trip. Thankfully to a very good friend of mine, Steph. We've been friends for, Jesus, over 10 years now. You know, we used to be cast members together at the World of Disney in New York. So that's how we knew each other. And she's worked all kinds of jobs at Disney World. I get so much fascinating information and like, you know, just the behind the scenes look of what she does. And more recently, she's working at Festival of the Lion King ops kind of in the background. And she said, you know, show up early. I'll put your name in the list. And I was like, a list? What does that mean? She had put me on a list for like VIP seating. So I was second row on the floor of Festival of the Lion King. And it was like seeing the show in a whole new way again. It was just so amazing to see the costumes up close, hear the singing up close, see how hard the dancers dance and are into like what they're doing. Like it was like seeing a brand new show. It was unbelievable. Like I literally had tears in my eyes because I just couldn't believe how incredible of an experience I was getting. You know, the smoke during the whole Scar Be Prepared song, like literally billowing up over me, and like unbelievable. So I thank my friend Steph for that experience. Gosh, I am so thankful for that. So Steph, if you're watching this, thank you so much. It just blew me away, especially after seeing that show many, 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 many times. So that was incredibly, incredibly magical experience. So those are my magical experiences in each park. I would love to know, again, in the comments below, what are yours? I think we all have different ones. Sometimes it's characters, sometimes it's cast members, sometimes it's just spending time with friends and family. So please feel free to let me know. If you like this video, then like it. If you're like me, you should subscribe to my videos every single week. Again, I hope you guys are doing okay. I've been thinking about a lot of you. If you want to chat on the Discord, I'll have that link down below. It's a great community that's being built up there. People from all different backgrounds, places, countries, and you know, in trying times right now, I feel like it's been really nice to have people to talk to, both about what's happening and also not at all about what's happening, because I think you need a nice balance. So please come join us if you would like to do that. That's it. It's dreary out this weekend. It's a bummer, but at least I guess bad weather keeps you inside, and we all need to stay home, right? Thank you so much for watching, and as always, have a great rest of the day. Bye.